I think we're live. It says I have an excellent connection. Wow. Yeah, I must have been my technical skills that allowed for that to happen. Except I can't. It's not showing anything. It's a black screen. I don't even know if our. I don't know if this is working. Yeah, look on YouTube. Also, it cut your. Oh shit. Yeah, look on
Wait.
YouTube. Also, it cut your. Oh shit. Yeah, go
Yeah,
to
look
the
on
the
YouTube.
thing. Also,
Oh,
it
wait a
cut
minute. Shit.
your. I think we're having some technical difficulties because now OBS's audio capture is not working. Oh shit. Yeah, go
Yeah,
to
look on
the
YouTube.
thing. Also,
Oh,
it.
wait a minute.
I think something horrible is happening. Because now that I've started recording, it is or started streaming, it is not picking up your voice. It's only picking up YouTube, which is super weird. Like, and it's picking up YouTube, but my all right. Well, I am live, so somebody might actually be looking at this. But to for our audience out there, it seems that I'm trying to. It's probably going to sound crazy because I'm talking to another person, but nobody can hear them. Let me see here. Wait a minute. All right, try saying something, Manny.
I'm gonna say something right now. Is it coming
Oh,
through?
I
Is it
think we've
coming
got
through?
you. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yep.
think,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I hear
think,
me
all
now
right,
on
there we
YouTube.
go. Okay, great.
Cool.
All right, we did it, ladies and gentlemen.
We're so
We have,
good.
we're so good
Jeez.
at this. We're like
It's
geniuses.
we're pretty much awesome. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Like we're the best.
We are the best, and who is we? We is me and Manny. Manny
Yep.
Draws.
That's right.
The Manny Draws on Twitch. He'll be live here in a minute.
That's right.
Inking up some beautiful. Are you going to be doing some traditional work, or are you doing digital stuffs today? You
I
think
think I'm gonna ink a page, so I'm gonna do a traditional today.
traditional? Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Very
Manny's
cool.
very cool. Manny's yeah. He's a modern day caveman. He's still using wet. He has a big wet pool of black stuff. Or no? Or
Just near my
actually
desk.
do you ink with a fountain pen? I actually don't know what you ink with like microns and stuff, right? Or am I
I
wrong about that?
have so I have those like micron pen things, but they're like I have like the basic pens, right?
Yeah,
But there's also the ones that I got recently that are like a marker tip, so they're
cool.
kind of like flexible and stuff. So I've been messing with that a little bit for like background stuff and little
Yeah,
details. But I primarily use like the Kuretake brush pens, those Kuretake Bimoji brush pens,
cool.
and the Zebra brush pens, and they're all kind of like marker tips and stuff, various sizes, but you get nice line weights and stuff from that.
Nice. Yeah,
So,
that sounds juicy. I like that.
oh, it's juicy,
Yeah.
dude.
Huh?
Oh, it's juicy. That's
Oh,
for
it's
sure.
juicy. Oh, it's juicy. Yeah. The Kuretake, I like those. I like those a lot. I used to use the Pentel like pocket brush pen because
Oh
that's
yeah,
what
same.
was advertised as what Kim Jong Gi would use. And it's a
Right.
fine pen, but I like the Kuretake ones better. I think they just got a little less. They're like a little more. I don't know. I always felt like the pocket brush pen was prone more to like getting bristly at the end,
Yeah.
and the
Sometimes they do.
Kuritakes were a little more solid. Yeah, but I'm a lazy boy. I don't. I like to paint now, but I don't like to make a mess, so I have to do it on the computer.
I'm a lazy boy.
Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
yeah,
I just do the hybrid thing, as you know, just like pencil
yes,
on the iPad when I'm like at work for lunch and stuff.
yeah. Take it on the go. You can access your
Yeah.
stuff from anywhere. It's
Oh, look at
nice.
you! Look at this monster that you're
Yeah, these
painting.
are the little army of minions at the bottom.
That's
Um,
sick.
yeah, yeah. So here's gonna be like the general layout of this card.
Yeah.
And I'm actually
Oh.
gonna when I this is just a screenshot that I put in here just to kind of arrange things, but in the final version, she will be like in front of this nameplate. So like
Ah.
she'll be like because with some card they've been doing this more in Magic where it's like special art cards will have like the character sticking out in front of the text, which
Yeah.
is it's like for popular cards so people know what they do. It is like kind of annoying and stupid sometimes because you'll pull a card and if you don't know what it is, like the half the name is covered up.
Yeah.
But for something like this, I think it's fine and kind of cool. So
That's pretty
that's
sick, dude.
that's what we'll do with this
This
one.
is cool.
Yeah.
Is this like your is this gonna be your like portfolio doing card art kind of stuff?
Yeah, yeah. So I think the portfolio will be kind of a combination of like um it'll be like the full art versions and then with you know the graphic design. So this is like not something I'm super great at. Especially like I think once I finish these and with these I've just been going so hard to get the actual picture done that I haven't really put as much effort into like the border design and stuff. But
No.
I think for the next iteration, I want to really develop that a little more. I just need to get these out in time for this convention season coming up. So
When
and
is the no, sorry.
oh
Keep going.
no, you're gonna ask when was what?
Uh, is there like a particular time at the con season starts up? Like
Not a
it's
particular time. It's not really a season in the general sense. It's just like when do you have shows that are packed together. So I just happen to have a lot in March. I've got like
gotcha.
three shows almost back to back, and only one of them is really going to be huge.
Yeah.
And I don't know really how well these are going to do per se, but part of the order is going to be those like Pokemon RPG cards that I'm
Yeah.
doing, and I've got like five new ones, and I need to re up my stock, or I won't have enough for this anime con. So I kind of I want to order these all at once, so I don't have to pay more shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, which sucks balls. It's terrible. It's like really expensive for a big box of cards. Think about it,
Of
like if you
course.
get like a yeah like 600 cards, it's like a brick that they mail to you. So it's not cheap. But yeah, I want to do these, and then I think after or maybe during March, I'm going to launch like a Patreon and get some Magic Bros to sponsor me to make cool card art, basically.
Yeah.
Uh, but the fun thing about Magic, I think, is like it's got such a wide range of styles and different creatures and whatever that I can make almost whatever I want and put it on a card for certain things. Like obviously, like this one is like a specific character, but then like that other the demon guy I was doing is just like a random card that doesn't have any specific demon associated with it or something.
Yeah.
So, oops, wrong layer.
Freaking sick.
Yeah, I'm having a ton of fun with these. They're really
Oh
neat.
yeah.
That's really cool, bro.
Oh, thanks, Maddie.
You're
Thanks,
welcome, dude.
thanks.
Sick.
Yeah, yeah. These are fun. Um, I think with these guys, right now they're like super high contrast with the rest of the piece, but that's because I'm gonna like dump a multiply layer on top of that to get them to be less shiny. But I've found that like defining the forms first and then going over it and sort of just like putting a big shadow layer over it,
Yeah.
you just end up with like a much more I don't know what am I trying to say. It just like it makes it look really nice without as much effort. Like if the forms
Oh, I
kind of
got
like
you.
look good first on their own without like sort of an overall lighting scheme necessarily.
Yeah.
Because then it allows you more flexibility to kind of play with it. That's one of the nice things about digital, of course.
I'll play with you.
Nervous, terrified laugh, utterly pooping my pants laugh.
That's funny.
um, yeah, yeah. So were you at like a big party last night, Manny? Is that why you were hungover?
No, I just kept drinking.
No, I just couldn't. I just kept drinking.
I just kept drinking. Well, like we had a meeting, or I had a meeting with someone like about the anthology, just seeing where they're at and stuff for
Yeah.
their 8-pager.
Uh
And I
huh.
had a good meeting with them, and I was taking a little sippy poo, my drinky poo, and
Yeah.
then another, and then I'm gaming with my boys.
Yeah.
So,
Yup.
you know, just stayed up for a long time, just still drinking,
Yeah.
just having fun in Valheim, and then you pass out, you wake up, and you don't really feel too good.
Oh, I get that, brother. Well, it's funny. I sort of had like a similar like context, but like the opposite outcome last night.
Oh, really?
I was meeting up with some like it was like a good friend of mine, like one of my best friends. We were gonna play. We were just gonna get together and play some casual like one on one Magic.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, my other buddy invited me over, and I asked if you could come, and they said it was cool." And I'm like, "Oh, sweet." So I went and met some new people, and we brought like a 6 pack of beer, and some of it like we had brewed ourselves. It was like some home brew that we're trying to get rid of, and then
Oh,
like
nice.
basically like nobody wanted to drink except for me and him, so we just had like one beer, and that was it the whole night. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. Like that is actually, it turns out to be very nice because then you don't have to worry about a hangover,
Yeah.
and you're frosty fresh for the intense intellectual load that is playing Magic the Gathering.
Oh,
So
dude,
yeah,
it's a lot, man.
you have to
It's a
have
lot.
400 to 500 IQ just to even initiate the game. It's not true at all. The game is for morons like me. Uh, like it is a really
That's
funny
not
game
true at all.
because you can be like a total idiot and you can be like a genius and you can have an equal chance of winning almost. That's not entirely true. I mean, I think it is a game that requires like quite a bit of like forethought and planning and strategy and whatever. But you could also just play big monsters and hit things, and that's fun too. So
Dude, I could do that.
yeah, yeah.
I could do that for sure.
Anybody can do it. Yeah, caveman could do it. It's like those old Geico commercials. Or was that
Caveman can do
Geico?
it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Geico, right? Yeah. Did you ever see the TV show they made based on those commercials?
I heard it was awful. I heard
Yeah,
it was awful.
it was pretty horrible. Uh, I think I watched like one. I think I watched the pilot, and that was enough to be
It's like, this
like,
is a show?
even I like because that was probably when I was in middle school, maybe, or I don't know if that was like high school. Either way, like I was pretty young, and even I was like, yeah, this sucks. Like this is terrible.
Yeah. Oh man, that's not good. I still need to watch the John Wick show. Well, it's not a John Wick show, but it's
It's
about the
it's
hotel.
yeah, it's in the John Wick cinematic universe,
Yeah,
if you will.
yeah, dude. But it's
Um,
about the Winston's character when he's younger
okay,
with
who's
the
which one is Winston? He's
hotel
the
manager guy.
hotel manager. Yeah, he's the manager. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Great. Winston.
Yeah, that seems like it
Yeah,
could
and
be
it's
legit. I don't know.
the uh Lance Riddick's character. I forget his name. Um,
Yeah, I don't
but
remember that character's name
it's it's also his character
either.
being like younger as well with
Yeah,
Winston. So
cool.
it's like I think it takes place in like 1970s, and Mel Gibson is the bad guy.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Mel
like, no
Gibson.
way.
That's so funny. Um, it is really because I don't know that Mel Gibson really does any like big stuff anymore. So it's
Yeah,
just funny when he like appears
he
randomly in
just shows up.
things.
Yeah,
Just kind of shows up. I mean, he's had his demons to deal with, I guess. So
yeah,
it's
a little bit.
not surprising. Um, yeah. Have you seen The Beekeeper?
No, I've heard good things though. I heard it's great.
It's like it like on it was I was really surprised because I was visiting my parents and
uh,
my dad had like already seen the movie. He just wanted to watch it again, but it wasn't on a streaming service or something, or like
yeah.
we would have had to rent it. So my brother's like, "Don't worry, Dad, I got you." And he like hooked up his computer to the TV and just found like a pirating website to get it for him. So so they watched it off some like random website, and usually like when my dad puts on an action movie, my mom like will fall right to sleep or just like leave the room. But then
Yeah,
she was like really sucked into the beekeeper for whatever reason, and she was awake the whole time. I was very surprised.
that's
Um,
funny.
I didn't see the whole thing, but there were some really funny scenes in it where it's and like some of them are funny intentionally, and some of them are just funny like the way things happen. And I don't know how intentional it is, or if it's just because Jason Statham's getting a little older. But
Yeah,
like there are these scenes where he totally rocks like six dudes like in a circle who are all around him. He just like takes him down, and then he like kills. He like his character in the movie will like kill the gangsters and the assassins and those people, and then but
yeah,
then he will like do like tactical like non-lethal takedowns of all of like the law officers, but he'll still like beat the crap out of them.
yeah. He does some
But
daredevil shit. Yeah,
yeah, but then after every time he does that, after like right after he does something like totally physically like crazy, and it's probably not him in a lot of these scenes, but like right after he does that, he like sort of like does this like really really kind of like slow like non-committal jog like away. Like he just sort of like jogs at like I'm going for like a really casual morning run speed like away
yeah.
from the scene, and there'll be like several other people who are trying to catch him, and they just like watch him run away, like they don't try and go after him or anything, and it's like
Too
it's
fast.
it's just like comically funny. It feels like a comedy sketch, like guy
No,
shows
you're
up
on.
and yeah, and then he just runs away, and it's like we couldn't catch him, we didn't have a chance, he's gone. And like that happens, like that is happening all the way up until the end of the movie, and that's basically how he escapes at the end.
That's awesome.
Like like he just sort of like casually, like I think he doesn't jog away, he like swims away, like he goes down to the beach and puts on a wetsuit and like just swims into the ocean. Like,
Way.
uh,
You can't catch me now, copper.
yeah, it's like basically exactly how it goes. Yeah, it's pretty legit.
This sounds like a perfect film. Um,
Yeah. Yeah,
so
it's
I'm
uh
ready.
it's it's kind of dope.
It's
Um
pretty much awesome. So
It's pretty much amazing. I remember I was a huge fan of the first Transporter movie.
oh dude,
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
same. Everybody was
yeah. I mean,
back in the
it's
day.
just got like some really excellent fight choreography and just cool, inventive fight scenes. Um,
Dude, when he's in like the oil, like all the oil, and then he puts on
yeah,
like the
that's like
bicycle
literally
thing.
exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that scene in particular, where he's just sliding around like he just
Yeah.
lubes himself up. Like,
It slides around on the ground, just kicking
yeah,
ass in oil. People trying to grab him, they slip off. He freaking
yeah,
knocks their jaw off their face. Yeah, it's great.
yeah. It's really funny how like gay all this really masculine stuff is, and I think it's great.
I mean, yeah, there's just like everyone's rubbing up on Jason Statham in that
Yeah,
scene.
yeah, they're just rubbing on it, and he's just sliding around in a big vat of oil like on the ground on a concrete floor
Yeah.
and slip
We need
sliding
Sam in
about.
here so we can have some
Yeah,
conversation.
we need to we need to get his expert opinion
Opinion. Yeah.
because we can't really speak fully to this stuff because I mean I guess the Transporter is a pretty old movie. I saw it when I was pretty young, so
It
I
was
don't
like
know.
2008 or something or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, was it 2008? Wow. For some reason, I thought it was earlier than that, but I think you're right. I think you're
It
probably
might
right.
be earlier than that. Hold on, let me look. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Transporter.
Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah.
When was the Transporter come out?
Oh wow. 2002 actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So Transporter
Yeah.
3 came out in 2008.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense because there was kind of a gap between those.
Yeah.
2002. What was happening in 2002? That was. Let's see. I
Nothing.
would have.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Nothing important. Can't, yeah, we probably invaded Iraq around that time. Or was that 2003? I can't. Was that? Whatever. I mean, it's ancient history. We only stayed there for, 20 years or whatever. only 20 years.
That's all we need.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we need to. Yeah. We don't need to talk about history or politics. We're going to talk about Jason Statham instead.
And how that relates to politics.
Yeah, well, it's really funny. Like The Beekeeper is a very like political movie kind of, but it's not really. Like it's got a lot of political stuff in it, like presidents and their kids and whatever. And like a CIA, like a corrupt CIA guy, and stuff like that, and but it's like just a bunch of nonsense. Like the main plot is really funny. I don't want to spoil any of this for you, but I mean I don't know. I guess there's not a whole lot to spoil. It's not like I can describe to you the best parts of the movie, which are Jason Statham like beating people up, anyway. But yeah, you got to see those for yourself, regardless. But the whole premise of the movie is like Jason Statham is trying to get revenge for this old lady he was friends with because she got like robbed by like a telemarketing scam, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then but it's like the telemarketers like operate like they're running like a Wolf of Wall Street style like Ponzi scheme. It's very bizarre. Like they have like they're in like a big room, like they're stockbrokers like calling people,
Yeah.
which doesn't
That's
really
what
make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, they have like lots of money, and they're not just like random people, like from like poor countries who are trying to scam people. Like I don't know. It's just like what's really funny about it is that there's sort of this subtext that's like, well, actually, we say that yeah, it's like these people are evil because they're trying to like scam people out of money, but they operate like a like a crappy corporate like they operate like an actual company would in a sense.
Yeah.
So really, what the movie is saying is that the stock market is a scam or something. I don't know. That's probably what's happening there.
The moral of the story is don't fuck with Jason Statham.
Yeah, that is the moral of the story. Yeah, yeah, because then he'll come and like there's a really well. I'm not gonna spoil any of it for you. We don't have to talk about this anymore. I want you to experience the joy of uh, watching Jason Statham hurt people who
I
deserve
like
it.
that.
Yeah. Hmm. I forgot what I was gonna do with all this stuff over here. Let's see.
Man, freaking ruler sucks. Yeah,
Are you streaming now? Are you
it's streaming time for me.
cool.
I need to get a new ruler, like one of those aluminum rulers, because the cork backing like fell apart.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's nasty.
Uh, So it's like dealing with that, and then it's also uneven when I'm like trying to make a straight line. Then there's like a random bump because the backing isn't even anymore.
Yeah.
So just gotta get a new one.
Yeah, that's annoying. I was gonna give this guy. I drew some kind of big weird halberd thing that one of these guys was holding, but I'm not sure that actually makes sense for them to have. uh, like, why is it a halberd? I don't know.
Because they're awesome. I
I
don't.
mean, it does look cool. I mean, halberds look cool.
You're cool.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks, bro.
Bro. I wonder if Matt would want to do an illustration for this.
Oh yeah, he would do something crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot him a message after this.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, Matt. What I admire about Matt is that he really sticks to his guns as an artist.
Oh yeah.
It's really just like I'm gonna make this stuff that I like to make, and nobody's gonna tell me otherwise.
I was gonna say shit.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
it's
awesome.
pretty dope. Yeah.
I miss him. Miss talking to that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. I get the sense he's a busy fella.
Yeah, dude.
He stays busy, which is cool.
And his monsters that he draws in pencil
Yeah.
are insane.
Yeah, pencil is like that's another thing that like, it's not messy. I could do pencil, but it takes a really long time.
Yeah.
Takes a while.
I've been thinking about doing that for a book, just like doing a penciled thing and then just multiply it in Photoshop,
Yeah.
make the lines darker. I know that's what they did with Miyazaki's Nausicaa book.
Oh, really? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, he drew with like a black colored pencil or something, and I'm pretty sure they just multiplied it to make the lines a little darker.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder have you ever seen the I don't know if we talked about it before, the Carrie Nord's run on Conan for Dark Horse?
No.
Conan the Barbarian. It's like I think that they did something similar. It looks like he just penciled it, and then they had the colorist come over and paint it, and it almost looks like sort of like oil paint watercolory. Like
Ooh, I think I've actually seen this before. Yeah.
yeah, it's incredible. Like it's some gnarly stuff. Really, really, really cool stuff. But it's like that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's like early days of comics or whatever. It's like that kind of stuff just wasn't possible with like the scanners and everything. So that's
Yeah.
why
And like
ink
the
is king.
technology behind the printing is pretty,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
limiting, I guess. But
Pretty limiting. Yeah, you can't get those beautiful colors out of it for on a mass scale anyway.
yeah, and then like the super fine lines would be really hard to
Yeah,
reproduce and stuff. But
but yeah, his run on Conan is probably one of the biggest influences on me as an artist. Not just like not just like my style per se, or but it's like the things that I like that I like. I'm realizing
yeah,
like over the past like probably over the past 5 years or so, like or past several years, it's like I've gone from really liking kind of like a simpler or like I've gone back to really liking like paint, like painters right, and digital painters and people like that,
yeah,
and being inspired by that, and like finally having the sort of like gumption to just try it out and do it. Uh,
yeah. You're doing it, man.
I'm making stuff on a that looks like painting.
It looks like painting.
Looks like
It's
painting.
not. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's like it is kind of weird. Like I'm not the kind of person that like has any kind of like I don't care really like what you call it.
Yeah.
Um,
I was just
like
kidding,
if
by the way. That was
I know you're kidding, and
okay.
I
All right.
like I know you're kidding, because we've yeah, it's like this is it's like but like if like a oil painter came up to me and was like this isn't real painting, I would just be like yeah, I kind
You're
of
not
don't
real.
care. Yeah, you're not you're not real painting. like I don't like I don't know what to it's like I don't know what to tell you, man. I like that doesn't really matter. I made a picture,
Yeah.
and I like the painterly style of it. And yeah, I don't know. I guess the only possible problem with it not being a quote unquote real painting is that I don't have an original that I can put in a gallery or something. I could just print it off. I could get it printed. Like Sam did that for his gallery exhibition.
Yeah.
Um, Granted, it's
We
still
can
not a
totally
quote
do it.
unquote original.
Right. But I mean, you could do like limited runs and stuff of the prints. And
Yeah.
there's one way, dude, that I discovered in college was um, doing a print in laser engraving, right?
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so laser engraving a big block of wood, and then taking that block of wood and soaking rag paper for a little bit, and then you put that rag paper on top of that piece of wood, run it through the press,
Hmm.
um, and then you get all of the wood residue printed onto that piece of paper, and that's pretty much like an original. Like you're not
Yeah.
going to get a better print from that. Like the first one is
Hmm.
like the best looking wood residue thing, and you
Yeah.
could get like two more out of it.
Right.
But man, it was so cool, and I've been thinking about that too. It's like if I did do digital, I would want to do at least like prints like that, like have like the
Yeah.
wood residue print, and then do like a limited run of like inked, um, you know, prints or whatever. I feel like that'd be amazing.
That'd be tight. Yeah, that's I don't know. I think there's an artist who lives in my hometown that she like opened a whole shop and everything and just does like she kind of her first big gig was like doing like murals at breweries and stuff. but she also, I
Yeah.
think, in college, like she got an art degree, and she was doing like just like traditional like engraving on wood,
Yeah.
prints. And yeah, she would do this. She would like do limited runs of them, and then it's like once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
And I have like my wife, as like a housewarming gift when I got this house. She bought me one of her big wall prints that is
Yeah.
hanging in our living room, and it's dope. It's like a it's I can't remember, the piece might be, what is the piece called? I think it's called Deer Camp, and it's like it's very like hipstery, but it has a lot of sentimental
Huh?
value to us because it was like hanging at this brewery that we're still like Mug Club members at. So
Yeah.
it was like right close. We would go there with all our friends all the time. It was right by our college, and it's like a deer head on like a humanoid body, and it's like holding like a 6 pack of like what looks like Pabst Blue Ribbon, and it's got like a bunch of stuff in its antlers, and it's just like yeah, it's cool. It's neat.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
cool to have. And yeah, knowing that it is limited, it's like and it's not it's like printed from like a piece of like wood and not just run on a printer is pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan. Yeah, I would like to get back into printing again at some point. That would be cool. But alas, I need the space, I need the time,
Yeah.
and a printing press. So
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like one of those things that could be kind of a lot.
yeah, who knew?
What a pain in the ass.
Right.
All this art making such a pain in my ass. No,
I
it's
agree.
not really. It's like the only thing that
No.
relieves me from having pain in my ass. It's like the general pain in the ass that is living life is only alleviated
Yeah.
by making art.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to do like the way that I did the background on this piece that I'm working on right now is basically like just some kind of crappy airbrushing of like a sun into like the center of it, and it kind of looks fine. It's like sort of, I don't know. I just like I would like to go in and kind of like paint it, quote unquote, like by hand, if you will. I mean, not that this wasn't by hand, but it's just like, do I want to take the time to do that? Uh,
Let me take a gander at this. What if you just like overlaid a paint texture on it? You know,
hmm. Yeah.
because that's what I used to do with that. I did like that Western book many years ago, but I would overlay a lot of the pages. Yeah, I would overlay all the pages with a watercolor texture,
Hmm.
and they
Okay.
were just like various watercolor textures that I painted myself, and I just scanned in, and then you put it into a group layer, right? So you do
Mm-hmm.
the group, and I think it's the group is overlay and the texture is darken. So you could put multiple um, different watercolor textures on top, and then it kind of like blends in that gradient feel, you know?
Ah. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be easier than just. I'm trying to decide like if I want to paint in like clouds and stuff too,
Oh, okay,
or
gotcha.
if I just want it to be. Although, yeah, maybe making like. Let's see here. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me clear that. It's the kind of thing where I wish I had like 3 more weeks to work on this. Granted, here's the thing about this project is these are sort of prototypes, so I could always get them printed and then worry about the actual like finished painting later.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like worry about like big questions like would this actually look better with XYZ thing instead. So I think what I'm going to do is try and like finish the focal points to the best of my ability and then deal with those other questions later, because the other thing is like I can't actually fit this entire painting into the card without
Yeah.
doing weird things with the composition.
Yeah.
So I think that's fine. Though I would like to do something different maybe with this background.
Do it, I dare you.
I dare you, bro. I double dog dare you.
I double dog dare you, bro. Ooh.
Oh, I see your. I just popped over into your stream just to check out what you got going on. I see you got a little horse friend going on there.
Yeah, it's just a little horse friend, really. So.
It's just a little horse friend. Really,
That's it.
There's nothing weird about it. It's just a little horse friend.
Literally. It's just a little horse friend. No need to worry.
Yeah, there's no need to panic.
There's really not. We don't need to get stressed out. We don't
No.
really need to do that.
Do you remember the meme with the weird gorilla from the cereal box? Like with the big eyes? Do you know what I'm talking about? And then they say like there is no need to be upset. It's
No,
like
I don't.
it's pretty.
I don't know the meme.
Really,
I don't know the meme.
really peak culture stuff, man.
Really
I can't remember what the name of the meme was, or like what it was called, but it was just like these like kind of creepy. They were like animals from like organic kids cereal boxes, so they were like not very like appealing, or they're just like really really bizarre looking, but they look like super chilled out,
Yeah.
and or no, am I mixing my memes here? I might be.
You're mixing your memes, bro.
Yeah, because no, the cereal box guys were that really rustles my jimmies. Do you remember that?
No.
You don't remember the jimmies being rustled?
No, man.
The gorilla just had this like weird, like the way his face looked. It was sort of like he sort of looked like kind of not mad, but like
But
he's
disappointed.
like, man, yeah, disappointed. Like he's like, yeah, that really rustles my jimmies.
Oh my god, no. I have no idea.
I might be mixing several memes here. I might not even know what I'm talking about, but
Dude, you're such a meme mixer, man.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't know memes either anymore. I mean, this is was probably like this is when I was in college, so it's been like a long ass time ago.
I know, like my buddy Kevin would mention like memes and stuff in conversation, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I definitely know what that is. I had no idea. I had no fuck.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
yeah,
It's like
dude.
I never stood on like stayed on top of that internet shenanigans.
Really, you didn't find that to be a worthwhile use of your time?
I did.
You didn't see the merits of staying abreast of meme culture?
Yeah, I never got into the memes, man. I never got into the memes. There's people at work the other day talking about something recent, uh, and I guess it was like, "Can I pet that dog?" or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
yeah. I don't know what that is, but I've heard it. I've heard it
I don't
spoken.
either. Yeah, uh, don't know what it is. I know everyone else in the world does, but besides me. Um, but yeah, they're like, "How do you not know about this?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't." I
I
don't.
don't. You don't
I
have time
don't
for
know
that
like that.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I'm on the internet, I'm doing like one of three things these days. I'm looking at art. I'm looking at magic cards, which is also art. Or
Yep.
I'm watching StarCraft 2 gameplay or like tournament commentary. It's like those are the only three things that I do on the internet now. Um,
Yeah, I pretty much only watch like certain YouTube channels diving into like comic stuff, of course, like comics history,
yeah,
uh, illustration stuff, like how to, and then like keeping up with like the game, like gaming stuff.
yeah,
That's pretty much
yeah,
my internet.
yeah,
That's what I do. I
yeah.
don't even look at news. Like if something's important, someone will tell me about it. I don't want to get stressed out every single second when I look at the news, so
Yeah.
I'm
No,
good.
that's fair because that's what it is pretty much designed to do. And also, like, it's like say whatever you want about the media, but it's like, oh, they're trying to scare us. It's like, well, there's a lot to be scared of out there, as it turns out.
Yeah.
There's plenty of scary stuff, and you don't need to be looking at it all the time to
Yeah.
live a
I don't
productive
know how
life.
some people. Yeah, I don't know how some people can look at that every single like minute of every day. Stuff is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Yo, what's up,
um,
Kevin? Um, but yeah, I not a fan.
yeah,
Not a fan of being sad. Okay, I don't like it. Get out of my face.
yeah. That's fair. That's perfectly valid and fair. Um, uh, hey, who's in the chat? Is there somebody in your chat, Manny?
Yeah, it's my buddy Kevin that I
Oh,
was just talking
Kevin.
about.
Kevin,
Yeah.
hello. How's it going? Uh, Manny, I'm gonna drop the link to my stream in your chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just don't. How do I do that?
How do I do that?
Let's see. Yeah, you
I could
can
use it.
watch. You could dual screen it. You can watch Nate G
Yeah,
draws on YouTube.
yeah,
You can watch Manny draws on Twitch,
that's right.
and
And then later on YouTube. How about that?
then yeah, yeah. You can always come back and
Hang out
you can do
in the
like
future.
yeah, you can do like yeah, Clockwork Orange style, like you put it all on a bunch of screens and then you yeah, you watch just me and Manny drawing and painting for like 24 hours with no break on a loop.
Yeah, it's fun.
Kevin says, Manny, you should bring Nate's volume down a bit. He's peaking a bit. I wonder if that's because my mic is too close to me. Because if
I
I'm
could just,
peaking on your
I could just.
stream, I'm probably peaking on my stream.
Well, I think you're. I feel like your volume was good on your stream.
Okay. Oh, maybe
Yeah,
it's
yours is
just
perfectly fine. I think it's just
okay.
Discord.
Yeah, it could be Discord. Yeah, Discord. Well, yeah, Discord has not been kind to us with the sound stuff. Of course, OBS was screwing with me at the beginning of the stream too. But I think it's actually my something up with the way my audio output is set up on my devices. It's probably just my fault.
It's your fault, dude.
Yeah.
How dare you? It could be maybe. Do you have multiple mics set up? Like, is there a
I kind of do because because like technically my mic is also an output device, and then like I also have my webcam hooked up, but that's not doing anything right now. And then
okay?
also my headphones are a mic that is not
Oh
being
wow,
used. So yeah, it's too much. It's just too
it's
much.
too much. It's too much.
It's too much. I don't know how much more of
Too
this I could take.
much.
The indignities never cease.
How's that? Is it better, Kevin? I lowered him down in Discord and went down a little bit on the OBS, the OBS. Yeah, a bit better now. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like kind of like a different sound quality on Discord compared to like you're super clean on your stream. So
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like sometimes that kind of stuff doth happen.
it's all good.
Yeah, Manny. Sometime we should. I've been thinking that we should like, just get on one of those shared canvas thingies, and just
Oh
do
yeah,
some silly stuff sometimes. Maybe get some other friends to come in and just make a bunch of
yeah,
silly shit on
yeah. We could definitely do that.
a canvas. Casual Fridays or something, you
Good.
know.
Yeah.
I haven't drawn anything like really silly in a while, you know.
I haven't either, man. It's been comics and more comics and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Kevin I'm in full sensory overload now. He has both streams open, Spotify, and he's writing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty
that
dope.
sounds like Kevin.
Yeah. You're you're like some kind of super genius like super villain kind of type. It's like I have to stimulate my brain at all times.
What's that one movie? Is it Brainiac or something or
Brainiac?
that?
Yeah.
It's not Brainiac. It's
Limitless?
no, no.
It's a
It's a
cartoon.
cartoon. I'm just thinking
It's
of
a
like the evil villain because Will Ferrell, I think, did the voice for him. And he was like
oh
a blue
okay.
guy. It was in my
Megamind?
head. Megamind, yes.
Yeah,
There it
no,
is.
Megamind rules. Megamind is like yeah, Megamind is dope. Megamind is the thing that should have spawned a massive franchise over Minions or whatever,
Right.
the Despicable Me. But honestly, I'm kind of glad they didn't do that with Megamind. Kind
Yeah.
of glad it's just like its own little movie.
Yeah. Megamind.
Wasn't like Brad Pitt like the superhero or whatever that is his arch nemesis?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it might be Brad Pitt, which is funny.
Have you seen
Like
the Bullet Train with Brad Pitt?
that's another movie my dad was watching and I didn't watch the whole thing. But I watched
That's a
like
fun
a good
time.
chunk of it. Yeah, I watched a lot of it. Yeah, it was kind of
I
cool. Maybe I
remember.
did watch the whole thing. I think I did watch the whole thing. Yeah, that
It's
was a
definitely
neat
like a
movie.
comic book kind of movie.
Oh, 100%.
Very, very goofy. I love it.
The only weird thing about that movie is how like few like actual Japanese people were in it, even though it's like
Yeah, and it's
supposedly taking place on a train in Japan, and like Channing Tatum is one of the extras. Like,
right.
like what is this train? This is like the what do they call like what do they call? They have a word for foreigners in Japan that's like, what do they call it? Um, I can't remember. I can't remember the word, but it's like that would be it would be the train for those guys. Is it gaijin? Maybe let me look that up. Yeah, yeah, gaijin, foreigner. Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's the gaijin train. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Kevin's got us. Yeah, 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 yeah. He's backing us up on the in the chat, dropping the knowledge. How many pages do you have for your thingy, Manny?
I have 4 pages penciled out, and now I'm inking the first page, and then I got 4 more to pencil and ink. Um, so it's gonna be a 8 pager, and then I'm gonna do a cover for it as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, Manny, are you a Fast and the Furious fan?
I like the first movie.
I don't.
Um,
I don't think I've ever seen any of them, to be honest. I don't,
really?
yeah, yeah. Somehow that never made it into my household. I think it's because it's like they only became action movies kind of later, like true to
Right.
form action movies. And like if they had been that from the beginning, I think my dad would have been watching them. But because it was just about cars or something, I don't think he wanted to watch it. I don't
They
think
do
he
some
cared.
really dumb things with cars in the later ones, man.
Yeah.
It's like, why are we skydiving with cars?
Yeah, it's like, what is the car adding to this equation except like a huge amount of risk? Very little reward. Yeah.
What they need to do is do a Transformers and Fast and Furious wombo combo. That's what they need to
Oh,
do. That's the next step, the
yeah,
next logical step in the evolution of Fast and Furious.
yeah, it is. They'll probably just do that in the future, but they'll make it with AI and they'll just deep fake the original cast of both
Oh,
movies.
oh
Um,
no. Don't do
yeah,
this.
it'll probably be just as good as those movies, though. Uh, to be fair, I mean, yeah. Um, I hate to say it, but
Oh,
there's some stuff that AI can only make better because it would just be really funny. It would just like take all the funniest parts about like Fast and the Furious and like turn them up to 11 because they would just be like so like bizarre.
it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, yeah, it's just like random black like Vin Diesel just like having like a dementia rant about family. Like that's like what it would sound like.
Family. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh man. Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
yeah, it'd be like if Shia LaBeouf like did like a heroic amount of mushrooms before he filmed. Like that's what That's what the AI version of like those movies would be like, and it would
Yeah.
honestly be pretty dope because those movies like also like already don't make a lot of sense. Like like they already like don't make any sense. So it's like if they didn't make sense through an AI filter, it would actually be like hilarious. Maybe they would make sense. Maybe it would like it'd be like if you ran it through the it would backwards engineer it into something that made sense, which would
It's like,
honestly,
yeah, it does the complete opposite. It makes it make sense because it's
yeah,
stealing from books that make sense and shit.
right. And then it would just be boring. So maybe that would actually totally backfire. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. See,
Could
AI
do.
bad. Yeah.
AI
What's up,
bad.
Brock?
It's true.
How you doing?
Brock says you owe me a 10-second car star screen. Like, does that mean draw a car in 10 seconds or?
Maybe. You owe me a 10-second stick car star scream.
Oh, is a
I
10-second car is a thing from Fast and the Furious? Is that right?
Maybe I haven't. I have no idea.
I
There
guess.
you go. It's a line. That's a line from it.
Okay. All right. Like we're just like, yeah. Artists are actually like
Yeah.
we have like a totally like myopic view of like it's just like if it's not like immediately within an artist's interest, like we have no idea what it is.
Yeah, we're talking about like Frank Frazetta, right? No, like no, that's no. You talk about Frank all day, and then Fast and Furious comes out, and we're just I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Cars? I know how to drive one. That's about it.
Yeah.
Who's doing? Sam.
Oh Sam, hello. Should we
Can I-
should we hop into that other stream so Kevin can get in here or into that other Discord?
Yes. Yes. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, Kevin feels left out. We could just, yeah, we're going to mouth breathers.
Yes. I'm jumping over. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay.
Kevin, join us. Oh wait, no, he can't hear it yet because we need Manny to appear.
Can you hear me? Oh, dang it.
There we go.
There it is.
I can't believe that you all have another Discord. I feel cheated on.
It is. It's
It's
this random residual overglorified group DM with the three of us and a friend of ours. Like literally nothing happens on it. It's just us. Yeah, like. Nothing. Yeah.
Gordon's on there sometimes.
Wait, and then,
yeah.
do you guys know that Brock is really cool and good
Yes.
looking as well?
Yeah. Brock is very cool. I was watching his stream yesterday for a bit.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah.
I am working on the knot for Murph's headband, and I think I'm overthinking it. I don't think anyone's like, Sam, I'm the knot police, and your knot is not good. I think it just needs to look like a knot.
It's a bad knot.
Bad knot.
A bad
What are you,
ass
Boy
knot.
Scout? That's not. That's not knot. Not.
Nah.
What a crazy Saturday or Sunday vibe. It is.
I know. We're doing it,
Hello.
guys. Hello.
Hello.
What were Manny and Nate? What were you guys talking about?
It's Fast and Furious, and not knowing anything about it really, because
Yeah.
attention, and we're stuck
Wait.
in our cave.
Are
yeah.
you guys not Americans? I don't understand what's going on right now. Like, this is really awkward.
Well, not real Americans, I guess.
Yeah, apparently.
Just ask you guys to give back your citizenship. That'd be great. Thank you.
Right. You are the lawyer. So.
I really don't know how I got away with not watching Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
As someone
that is
who has
crazy.
seen most of them, how do I put this? Like Christopher Nolan loves them, but not because they're good movies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
Not because they're good.
it kind of they serve the same role as like Mean Girls does for me, where it's just eminently rewatchable
Hmm.
Right.
and entertaining for that purpose. But yeah, I'm not. It's not like a meditation on societal progress or anything like. It's not like that's not what's going on.
But it's just fast and it's furious.
Yeah. Well, it is both those things. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Simultaneously fast and furious. Not necessarily in that order.
Not yet.
Very legit and cool.
Yeah.
Brock says the first few are legit. Once The Rock and Jason Statham come in, just save your time. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, they stopped being car movies after that and just became, I don't know. I feel like the next, like, didn't they go to space at one point in the franchise?
Probably. Yeah.
I don't know.
Was that the last one?
Yeah.
Because they're like skydiving from super high up with a car for
Yeah.
some reason.
Oh, I gotta
I
find
just saw that in
my
the trailer.
favorite Paul Walker clip. You know the one.
The point of this conversation is that we we have no clue.
Oh no, this is the best one. Hold on. Put it in the general chat.
Paul Walker is gangster.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dang it. I can't hear this because my stupid thing doesn't work.
No.
My headphones are,
It's just Paul Walker saying, "Forget about
are
it."
bugging out because I have too many programs open or something.
I mean, Paul Walker is famously gangster, so.
True. It is. I've never gotten over the.
Yeah. Yeah, what? Yeah, we were saying that about something earlier, like that exact same sentiment. I can't remember what the movie was we were talking about, Manny. But yeah. I think it was a movie that you hadn't seen, but yeah, whatever. It's not important. It's not important. Only family is important. Or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Happy Sunday. Yeah. 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 I've got my if you go to my YouTube channel, my stream is also up, and you can see we're doing a little dual stream action up in here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I luckily like you can. So I've been recording this painting that I'm doing in Clip Studio, and the issue with that is that it's huge, and so I have to keep exporting the video so the file doesn't get too big, and then deleting, and then like turning off the recording and restarting it. Uh, so it's kind of annoying, but it means I don't have to think about recording it, which is nice. So eventually I can just release the process. But oh, hi Sam. Oh, we got a chatter in the house. How you doing? How's it going? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Yeah, we're making it happen. Mouth Breathers Guild bumping for the chat metrics. We're we're bumping. We're absolutely bumping in here. We're absolutely bumping these metrics. Am I right, guys? Smash that like button. Subscribe. Guys, if you got those Bezos bucks, go ahead and throw them to my boy, Manny Draws. And if you... Yeah. Gotta get those Bezos bucks. I mean, he doesn't need them. No, Lex Luthor has plenty of money. Um, what? I mean, I mean, that's really cool that exists. It's very good that. Did you ever listen to Mr. Bungle? Mr. Bungle, yeah, I was introduced to Mr. Bungle in high school, which is probably explains a lot about my personality. Uh, but yeah, really, yeah, that's accurate. I can't. I'm trying to remember what they described themselves at. It was like I can't. The genre was something like thrash polka. It was sort of like a mashup of like two things that like shouldn't be put together if you don't want your ears to bleed. But I like Mr. Bungle. Um, yeah, yeah, we like. I haven't listened to Mr. Bungle in a very long time. I haven't thought about Mr. Bungle in a very long time, and now my mind is going to deep dark places that are probably appropriate for painting, this crazy demon lady thing. So that's actually pretty cool. Yeah. Yes, yeah, yeah, totally. There totally is that Venn diagram is probably, especially given like that I mean, like, because Faith No More was popular like many years ago at this point, or like came to prominence and Magic is like 30 years old, um, so that makes yeah, that seems legit. Corpet cloning. I actually have no idea how to imagine what that is. Maybe I do. Maybe if I thought about it a little harder with my brain, I could imagine that. Hmm. Pirate metal. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's good that that exists for somebody. Yeah. I mean, because I actually I like sea shanties just as they are. I think they're an almost perfect form of music for sailing the high seas with your boys. But well, it's yeah, but my opinions about sea shanties come from the most basic place possible, which is I played Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Uh, yeah, it is. Well, have you played any? Are you an Assassin's Creed fan or no? Yeah. Well, Assassin's Creed Black Flag is the best one. It is hands down the best Assassin's Creed game, and if you try to argue with me, I'm going to cry and scream. Uh, I I will cry. I will not stand my ground. I will run away, but I'm going to make you feel extra bad about it. I'm not going to die on this hill. I'm going to run home to my parents' place, hide under the porch, and die there like a lonely dog. I'm going to. uh, yeah, as one does when their worldview is shattered by facts and logic. But anyway, the whole point of that is to say that I liked Black Flag a lot, and the sea shanty part of that game is probably one of the best like flavor things that's ever been in a game. In terms of making you feel like a pirate, you know. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Basically irresistible. Yeah. Yeah. I that was one of the movies that I never saw as a kid for whatever reason. Um, it was yeah. I mean, I had a lot of older Disney movies though, like but that one just never showed up in my household. I don't know why. Yeah, that was super. Yeah. The thing is, I wasn't a sports kid, and so like I never actually like I had no desire to see Space Jam. I didn't see Space Jam until I was an adult. Um, the original, yeah, yeah. I didn't see the new one. Yeah, yeah, probably. I mean, of Space Jam, I don't know. I thought it was fine. It was sort of fun. Like I I mean, yeah, Lola Bunny is hot. I mean, I don't think that's one of those things where if you don't see it early enough in life, you don't like form some kind of weird attachment to it. Like anybody at any age could watch that and be like, yeah, I'm a furry now. Yeah, yeah. It's really time. It's a timeless thing, unbound by age restrictions. Yeah. Yeah. What's he called? Wait, he's called Powerline from the Goofy movie. Yeah. Yeah, well, now that we're not talking about furry stuff anymore, I've sort of lost interest in this conversation, so. I guess it's fine. Mm. It's really funny because when I was a kid, I actually would like pretend to be a dog a lot because my parents wouldn't get me a dog. So I would, yeah, yeah. My parents, they wouldn't get me a dog, and they constantly took me to drag brunches, and so I had to pretend to be a dog. But no, no, but like I think what's funny about that is like I don't think there's anything weird or shameful or bad about being a furry, but it's just like for as much time in my childhood as I spent like running around in my underwear like barking like a dog, I have like absolutely no interest in making that part of my sexual identity. You know what I mean? Like, uh, I mean, that's fair. That I mean, I'm gonna check my privilege here and acknowledge that I have some work to do on myself, and some of that work may involve pretending to be a dog for sex reasons. So, oh, oh, okay. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was saying that I did this all the time because my parents wouldn't get me a dog, so I was obsessed with dogs. But that experience somehow that never crossed over into like the sexualization of furry type uh, stuff for me. Yeah, that's what Kevin was giving me some heat for that, and I fully acknowledge that yeah, we all have a journey in life, and sometimes the path you didn't take, you just got to backtrack a little and take a look at that again. Yeah, sometimes sometimes there are paths, and if you didn't take them, it's fine. You just yeah, mm-hmm, yeah, yeah. This went some places. Yeah, yeah, kind of is your fault. Yeah, fair. Mm, Yeah. Yeah, Jesus doesn't really have an allegory in comics because in superhero comics because they all solve their problems with violence. It's sort of like, uh, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's like breathing in the fumes, the particleized fumes makes you an artist. Yeah. Does Brock look like Brock from Pokemon? No. Well, then I'm not interested. Uh, who? Brock? Brock from Pokemon? I don't know. Uh I don't know. I wonder about that. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like what when they. Yeah. You guys see the Dragon Ball movie? Where, yeah, it's like, yeah, sure. Technically, Goku is an alien, but he should not have been like they never cast Superman as an Asian guy. He's always a white guy. So maybe they should. Maybe that was their mistake. But if Goku is gonna be there, are yeah, totally, yeah, right. Yeah, that would actually be, and it'd be like, yeah, he's adopted, and I mean, he is adopted, so. Yeah. You ever read Superman Red Sun? Red Sun is pretty cool. Sam, are you familiar with Red Sun? Have you ever heard of this? It's No, it's Superman. Superman lands in Soviet Russia instead of Kansas. Yeah, yeah. It's got and the ending is very interesting. Yeah, you should check it out sometime. It's kind of a neat story. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, and what I like about a Red Sun is not totally like Superman would be. I mean, he does some shit in that book, but like, it's not that he's like totally evil as a result of being raised by the Soviets. But yeah, yeah, just give it a read. Yeah, I think Man of Steel is yeah, a really funny adaptation of Superman. It's like definitely a misread of the character. I think. Um, yeah, Zack Snyder was not the pick for that project. Yeah, 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 I was too intimidated by the runtime to watch it. So, Leave me alone. I just want to doodle in peace without thinking about what things actually look like. Uh, yeah. Yeah. It's funny. Yeah. Yeah. No, no, I was gonna say I think like when those questions get asked, it's often like it's like I want you to go back and like sleep for a day and then look at the thing again. And many of your questions will answer themselves, but I think or like young artists and tend to not like it's not just an eye thing, it's just like a lack of patience, I think, or a seeking of validation too early. um, or like yeah. uh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Same. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a weird thing about art Reddit where it's just like a lot of people posting like why do people say XYZ thing about my work? Or like why doesn't my style resonate with people? Uh, and then and like most of the time those people like haven't they don't post anything as an example of what their stuff is. They just are like there's no way to like ascertain like whether their question is legitimate because there's nothing to see. Like you can't see what they're talking about. And so like the only conclusion you can draw from that is that they're just there to like vent, which is fine, but it's like obviously not a very productive, you know, thing that they're engaging in because you can't improve that way. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Or it's like there's some people that do have their work posted and they'll say stuff like my style isn't getting the attention of like super realist. Why doesn't anybody like anime or something? And it's like people love anime. It's like the style is not the problem. It's like you're like 15. That's the problem. The problem is you haven't been drawing for 30 years like all these other like these, mangaka that you love. Like uh, yeah, just a little patience. Don't give up on your style. Your style is not the problem. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's a yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think vibe is an element of style, though, for sure. You've got the vibes, Sam. You're vibing. Yeah. Mm. 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 Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to check in with ignoramuses like Manny and and I won't speak for Kevin. I'm sure he's a genius, but um, oh, okay, okay, good. Well, Manny and I aren't even sophisticated enough for Fast and the Furious, so that's how you know what level of dude you're dealing with us. So yeah, because like it's like hey yeah, it's like Manny, you were saying earlier. It's like, oh, you're talking about Frazetta. I love Frazetta. Yeah, Frazetta is for like, I mean, like like if you look at him as a painter, he's a genius. And if you painted like Frazetta, you'd be a genius. But if you were just like an average chud who just like liked what was going on in Frazetta paintings because of the content, uh, I mean, Frazetta is for morons. He's like it's like I say that with as much love as possible because I love Frazetta. For more than one reason. But yeah. Um, yeah. 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 He gets it. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I've been like, because I've been looking at a lot of Magic cards lately, obviously, but trying to like actually dive into the artists that are making them and look at their work. And there was this guy, I just posted him in your Twitch chat, Manny. He's Bartolom. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but he is. I realized that he actually did a bunch of art for The Witcher and Gwent. And I realized I've been like an appreciator of his work for years, and I didn't ever think to like look him up. But then, yeah, yeah. So yeah, he was big on The Witcher. He does a lot of like Magic cards. His like orcs and stuff are incredible. The way he paints, I think, is sort of like, for me, it's like aspirational, but it's like I've realized that I've been looking at a lot of artists like him, and just kind of staring at their stuff and then going off and doing my own thing, and then their influence like kind of comes through. But I haven't been like studying them directly, and maybe that's the next step. But it's also like, yeah, kind of like what you were talking about, Sam. It's like as an influence, it's more like I want to capture the spirit of what they're doing without having to like just make myself, a copy of them. I think that's always the ultimate goal. But I feel like I'm growing a lot just by doing that, though, just by like spending a lot of time with their work as a appreciator of the work, and not necessarily as a student in the traditional sense, Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Got to do it. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, Yeah. That's great. Like absurdly jacked. Yeah. Yeah. I like there's like the previous era, like the maybe the couple previous eras of action movies. It was like there are two kinds of action movie stars, like regular schlub, like John McClane or like Steven Seagal, like who like barely have abs, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger, where they're like absurdly jacked, like just bodybuilders, not actually like martial artists or anything. It's like those are like the two modes of action star for like a good like 50 years of cinema. Oh wow. That's a real quote. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's from Big with Tom Hanks and and Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually seen Big, so I've only seen, I know he dances on a giant piano or something. That's about all I know about that movie. That's the whole movie. Yeah, it would be. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. That's not, yeah. Friends isn't even like the most ridiculous. I feel like there was like an arms race for like crazy New York apartments and sitcoms. like, like How I Met Your Mother, they live in like a giant, like, apartment. Yeah. For two adults, like, yeah, who have full-time jobs. Is that what he was an archaeologist? A paleontologist? No, I legitimately didn't know, but yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Just very cool and neat and stuff. Okay. Well, we were talking about dogs going crazy if you don't walk them earlier, and my dog is freaking out. So I think I'm going to jump off. I'm going to go take my dog for a walk, and mayhaps mayhaps I shall return. Mayhaps I shall not. But it's been a real good time, fellas, and we'll do it again sometime soon. All right. Take care. Yeah, I'm gonna go and walk the dog. Bye.